And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grady Williams, the rookie from LSU. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, Roy 33. Smooth.
Here's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Number 53.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I
like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
180.
Watch the back, watch the back.
Watch out.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run with Snell. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ready? Watch that in. Watch that in.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Finding Gabriel complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back, recon, 132 fighter.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Pistol.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time... They get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Set. Like 80. 51. I got one.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run again on first down, Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 41, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
198. Watch 98. Hey, Haywood.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Number 53. Mike 53.
On first down, it's Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Connor, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, a run with Connor. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Switch it. Alert.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You don't want none. Point it right. Watch safety creep. Topper. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Mayfield now to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. They begin on the ground here with Connor, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Connor, and he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
180.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Connor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Block 80!
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Steelers, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.